I'm the manager of safety culture for NASA. I work at NASA headquarters. Over time, I moved from being a clinical psychologist to being the head of a mental health clinic to getting into safety investigations and human factors and the field of human factors. And then I was the chief of Air Force aviation psychology for 10 years. And then this request came from NASA to come over and do some of the things we've been doing in the Air Force with NASA in terms of organizations and safety culture. It's a unique position. I'm an active duty lieutenant colonel. And so traditionally, the lieutenant colonel active duty psychologist would be running mental health clinic. So this is a completely unique position that was created out of need and out of the desire on NASA's part to improve things. Safety culture is a way of looking at all the people and processes and the interactions that go on between operations and logistics and supply chains and getting the mission done. A way of doing it safely and protecting people, especially, from getting hurt, and to protect the resources. Working specifically with air crew, which is not just the pilots, but pilots, navigators, and other people who have positions on an airplane. So the air crew they're great people to work with. They're inspiring, they're dedicated, they're a lot of fun, and they have issues sometimes just like everybody else. So how the psychologists get involved are from a lot of different angles in terms of assessments, and are they in the right position? Are they the right person to be filling that position? If they've left and are coming back, looking at them again, is it time for them to come back? If they've been involved in a mishap, what was their role in the mishap, and what sort of things led to that? What factors were part of that? What were they thinking? What were they feeling? What is their training and experience that led them to possibly make an error or forget something, or to react in some sort of unusual way? I knew a lot of people who graduated from programs in psychology where they were very smart about the academic aspects of psychology, or the philosophies, or the backgrounds and the histories, but in terms of being a good therapist, being a good clinician, that's a completely different kind of skill set, and I wanted to be good at that. It was important to learn from practicing psychologists and from people who have a day-to-day activity working with patients. I applied to about 10 programs, then I narrowed it down to 5, my top 5, and then I basically, I cold called each of those schools. I wanted to see how they reacted to me, and I was going to judge them based on how they dealt with me as a person, whether they were nice, whether they offered me information, whether they welcomed me. The way the faculty and the students interacted was something that I liked. I felt comfortable with it. It was not overly competitive. The people helped each other. When you had to write a paper, people were helpful. You could find the resources, you could be directed to the resources, as opposed to other places where they were really trying to let a whole lot of people in and then weed them all out. They wanted us all to succeed, and the faculty would work hard to make that happen.